Okay, something just struck me, occurred to me. Went down memory lane with this one. Years ago, I used to work for a electronics firm, soldering small components. Nothing. It was nothing amazing. It was nothing like fancy, like you soldering CPUs or anything like that. It was like the simple stuff: heat sensors, thermistors, resistors, soldering handheld soldering on a thing. Incredibly boring work, very repetitive. A lot of stuff with Xerox as well, even LEDs that would go into a Land Rover dashboard. Stuff of shower fittings, wires in there. Number of things. And the company outsourced a lot of stuff, like because there was a factory in Malaysia, and even the solder that would come in, made in China, printed on it as well. Can't remember what happened, but some mistake or something or other, some problem with something, and to get it done properly, to get it solved, a bunch of people from Malaysia factory had to get on a plane with equipment, come to the UK. Not sure how they got past customs to, what went on there with allowing it, the inspection or whichever, or maybe the equipment was still over a year in the UK. I can't remember all the details. Such a long time ago, but we set it all up and was desoldering things and resoldering and doing something. A lot of wires or something. Can't even remember. We had it all laid out, solder it up, and pinned on the wires like a testing kit for the voltage or something or other. Regardless, anyway, what the job was. Can't remember that, but that's how exciting it was. It's really boring. But this was some time after SARS outbreak, right, in China, and people were blaming the wet market then, and they were kind of similar, this and that. Of course, it didn't go pandemic. It could have done. The current pandemic, according to experts, is SARS mutated. And talking with them about different things, different culture. They still wash their clothes in a sink. And yet, in some ways, they're very advanced with certain technologies. Other ways, they're still very, very primitive in their lifestyle. Their night out would be karaoke, and then you get to a what we would call going to a public bar and have a pint. You get handed a microphone at the door. It's and different, very different. Got talking with them about different things. It was interesting, and just to get past the language barrier. And, you got to listen carefully because some of them had fairly strong accents. And we was talking. Overtime. We doing lots of overtime on this job, so I jumped at the chance because, like now, I was financially strapped. Then it's up and down. Perhaps I'll find another part-time job. I need two part-time jobs really to not be so financially strapped at the moment. The exploratory mines thing is not my day job. It is a project, but if I can get some monetization from that, ideally it'd be a part-time day job and doing that, ideally, but that's in an ideal world. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop the project. I'm going to keep going because anyone who knows me will know I'm extremely persistent as an individual. Not always smartest, but persistence pays off. Anyway, getting back to me going down memory lane there, we were talking about what caused the SARS thing, and he said, it came from a cat. course, we had a cat come into the factory as well. It had very hot. We had the big bay doors at the back open to get some air in. It was a hot summer, that one was. Someone's obviously a domesticated cat walked in, says, "All right, I saw it," because in their culture they don't have cats as pets. I don't think, anyway. Like we would in the UK and across Europe and America. So this, so he took took the cat out. It's okay, I saw it, and come back, carried on working. But maybe they scared of the cat because they thought it was gonna spread something for them. You know, I don't know. It's something to think about. But there's cases now, that the first case in England where a cat has contracted the current pandemic issue. I'm going to try and be careful with my words, because even though I not monetize, this Google algorithm likes to bury videos. I do want to grow this project. So, where was I on that? The thing of the cat in England. There's no evidence then. There's no evidence that it can spread from a cat to a human being. None at all. There's no known cases. And, you know, really, when they say it's come from a bat to humans, doesn't seem to make sense, because you need an amplifier. You need something small and something bigger than perhaps a human. But perhaps humans can transition it, spread it to cats, but cats can't spread it to humans. Can cats spread it to other cats? The cat's okay, by the way. He's gotten over its illness, and how it affects cats, I do not know. Oh no, I think there was something about a cat would sneeze a lot. It doesn't affect humans in that way. In fact, you don't even get a blocked nose initially with this. It's respiratory, but it's not. Regardless of the symptoms, going into this it took me down memory lane. I thought, oh, it's interesting, because there was a couple of cats in New York, a case having this as well. So there was a few reports on Twitter. Cat becomes first animal to test positive. Just about 4 hours ago, the report. And UK Chief Veterinary Officer has confirmed that the virus responsible for the current pandemic has been detected in a pet cat in the UK. The infection was confirmed following tests at the Animal and Plant Health Agency, otherwise known as APHA or APA, how you pronounce it, laboratory in Weybridge on Wednesday, 22nd of July. I've been to Weybridge, not for a long time, but I've been there. So a couple of other people tweeting about it. First animal to catch it in the UK, first known animal. Scientists say there is no evidence that animals can transmit the virus to people. The cat is believed to have contracted the virus from its owner. You'll be glad to hear the cat owner have now both made a full recovery. So yeah, there's a few spikes still in England. For those, typically you talk to Americans over the internet and they have no idea what the UK is. It's four nations: Wales, England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. So when we talk about England, we don't talk about the whole of the UK. If there's a few spikes in England, it doesn't mean there's a few spikes in the whole of the UK. It's supposed to be united, but yeah, any country with United in its name is really trying to aspire to being united, but because they know they're not, I think. Virtually no cases for about a week now in Wales. I don't know. I think Scotland are doing pretty well as well. There's a few spikes in England, so virtually none in Wales. A few spikes in England. Scotland are doing really well as well. They're very strict on rules. Most people are doing their due diligence, but you still get the odd one who's just complete nut job. It doesn't really understand what the hell. You don't seem to understand any of the details of why you might even have to wear a mask, or any details of why people wear them at all. Why you need to wash your hands. Everything we do is with our hands, for Christ's sake. Just think, well, I digress. If you're that stupid, you're never going to be educated on it. But many people like idiots over the internet are willingly, a willingness to be ignorant and arrogant and stupid because they somehow convince themselves that they're amazing, like Dunning-Kruger kind of thing. But that took me down memory lane of thinking, looking back, I don't think there was any official, like there isn't now really, any official way of knowing where it came from. Did it come from a cat? Many people think it transitioned from animals to humans. But I remember talking to the chap we was working with, and there was a number of them, about 5 of them, Malaysian people, talking with these people and learning about their culture and all this as we worked at the overtime. And just you just said, oh, it came from a cat. You get there early in the morning as well, and again, differences in mindset and culture. One of them was doing a few press ups, just 1 or 2 before he would set up to work. Just on the ground. Like, huh? What are you doing? Not at the gym now. Just before he clocks in. Don't know. It's just different, very different to our British culture. But the company had a factory in Malaysia, and they brought stuff from the factory over. I think I'm not sure. Can't remember the full details. The other channel, Exploratory Minds Project, has a new video now. We're talking about the plastic replacements. So I'm doing the first video on that. I'll do another video, then the third one will be talking about a kind of the route I wanted, the sub-route, the sub-sort of division of this, where I wanted to go with this, or chose where to go with this, is 3D printing biodegradable materials. And there is this love affair with plastic that needs to end. It has to. It's crucial. So peace out. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I look forward to doing another video soon. So the short thing with this is, I was just thinking, cats don't tend to spread it to humans, but I guess it can come from humans to a cat. Can cats spread it to cats? And it was interesting in going back that this guy said, oh, it came from a cat, and we were referring to SARS. Cheers anyway, take care, and like I said, I look forward to doing the next video. Cheers. Bye.